Welcome back everyone to the Pawnstorm YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to be going over a game that was played on chess.com a couple of days ago, and this was a absolutely crazy game played between two 700s. This is the iconic 700 ELO battle. Thank you for watching, you guys. It's not like I'm ending the video, I'm just saying thank you for watching. I want to say that because I was looking on my I need to adjust this. I was looking on my channel analytics recently, and I saw that the average watch time for one of my videos is quite short. So please stick around for this game, for this video. You will not want to miss this game. Believe me, you will not want to. It is a masterpiece, and I don't want to make fun of these players because they're 700s or their games or their moves are bad, but every once in a while we need a kind of a deep breath, and we need a game to refresh ourselves from the grind and the grind of chess. We need something to kind of like release ourselves from that. So this is what this game is going to be. Hopefully you enjoy the video, the game. Before I start, I have a couple things to share. First of all, I have a community page on my channel. You can check that out. I have a poll for a couple of different ideas for future videos. Please look at that. You can vote for what you want. Maybe I'll add a couple more things. If you want me to add a couple more things to the poll, please leave them in the comments of this video, and I will try and get back to you as soon as I can and add those to the poll. Also, I have another another community post on there asking you guys for new video ideas. So please answer that. Check that out if you want. And one last thing here. This is a stat from, I showed this in my last video. This is the total. This is the percentage of subscribers right now that watch of the viewers. So almost 90% of you guys are not subscribed. So please subscribe. So you don't, and if you do subscribe, please turn on the notification bell so you do not miss when I drop a new video, because you don't want to miss this stuff. Believe me, you don't want to miss this stuff. We have some great content for you guys coming out soon, and without further ado, let us get into the game played between these two 700 ELO players. All right, here we go. We got Shirley playing with white. Their profile picture is a salad in a bowl on a table, and their opponent is Reginald, rated 749, and their profile picture is a silver Tesla Model Y. Here we go. This game is crazy. We have e4. We have c5. This is the Sicilian defense, one of the most popular and combative openings in all of chess against e4. Bishop c4. We have knight to c6, and we have a knight c3, knight f3. We have g6, so clearly black is employing some kind of hyper-accelerated dragon. Knight c3. After this bishop c4 move, which is kind of uncommon in a e4 Sicilian type of game, both players are playing rather principled. Knight c3, bishop g7, there we go. We have castles, and now we have d6. Now black has pretty good mobility of the horses, and the bishop can sometime come out. We have d3, so white wanting to copy that and bring that light dart squared bishop out. We have knight to f6, we have h3, and we have h6. So black trying to copy white, who is stopping that bishop from going to g4, where it'd be kind of powerful. And black saw that, and they wanted to copy, so they went h6. Now we have a3. Fantastic. We have castles, and b4. Takes, and knight takes. So white has lost a pawn on the 10th move. We have bishop a3. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I really have no idea what this move does. I mean, it does attack the knight, but the knight can just move, and then after that, there's nothing. We have rook to b1. And in this position, I mean, black has like a ton of different moves they can play. They could play g5, they could play e5, they could play, bishop d7, e6, they could play maybe even rook e8, they could play king h8, they could play king h7, But no, actually, black goes for the very principled and very combative and very strategic move, rook to b8. Now, I'm being 100% sarcastic because I, again, have no idea what this move does. I assume that I can't assume anything. I don't know what this move does. We have e5, pawn takes. White loses another pawn. Clearly, white needs to have some work done on counting pieces, counting exchanges, because they have some problems. So, there we go. Also, my microphone is being a little weird. Hang on. Sorry, you have to live through the technological issues of Pawnstorm, but that is what determined and faithful viewers do. And if you watched it 6 minutes into the video, thank you. I appreciate it. And you won't want to miss the end of this game. Believe me, you will not. Knight to b5. a6, knight c3. And we have e6. I don't like e6. It blocks the light square bishop, and you just unveiled your bishop to just snipe down the enemy rook. I don't like that. Rook e1. The horsey goes to d5. Attacking. The horsey takes. The pawn takes. This is just good for black because, first of all, they take and they attack the bishop, and now they have 2 pawns in the center. Whereas before they had doubled pawns, and now they actually can bring the light square bishop out because before that, that pawn was there, if you remember, on e6. So now it's on d5. Bishop back to bishop to a2. We have rook e8. So black, seeing that their rook is under attack, and they move it to e8. Queen d2 and e4. D takes, queen takes, and knight to d4. Otherwise, the knight would have been lost if you would have taken like this, and then like you had to move the knight, but if you did, you would lose the queen. If you don't believe me, you just go there and you lose the knight. So not a good move. All right, here we go. Queen takes, and knight to d4. We have bishop takes. Okay, so I don't know. I do not know why they went knight to d4. They could have gone knight d2. Maybe they were scared of e3. I don't know why, because you can just take. Anyway, we have rook ed1. Again, I have no idea what this move does. We have knight to c6. Now bishop d8, attacking the rook. The rook slides over to a8. Now we have bishop to d5 and rook to d8. Bishop back to h2, and now we have rook takes on d5. And now black is up a bishop, a knight, and 2 pawns, or 8 points of material. That's the equivalent of a rook and 3 pawns, or if black wins another pawn, that will be the equivalent of a full queen. So, and I'm sorry I said full twice. I just thought it would be cool. It's not cool. It's just the reality. Rook takes on d5. c3. Now we have bishop to f5, and black loses a bishop. Now there are just a knight and 2 pawns. We have rook takes, knight takes, and rook takes on b7. Now black is up a knight and 2 pawns still, but it's a little bit more tricky because now black's knight and bishop are going to get into the party, and now black has a pass pawn, what's that called? I forget, but anyway, it's a pass pawn that's on the edge of the board, and that's like better than a normal pawn in the center. On the other hand, white has fairly good mobility, but I mean, black skips up a knight and 2 pawns. It's like over. It's just like, it's not close. A5, G4, bishop C8. We have rook to B6. I don't know what that move does. We have A4, now rook B4. Now, this is where we have to stop, pause, and think. Okay? We have to just think. Does black want to either lose the pawn for a rook or lose the knight for nothing? Because they just have a light squared bishop and they cannot defend the knight at all. Now, if you're thinking black can move the knight, you are exactly right, and that's why black goes A3. Okay. Okay, so I kind of get it, I guess. They are sacking the knight in order to push the pawn. But at the end, they're probably just going to sack the rook, right? I mean, rook takes d4, and now black gives up 2 pawns. A2. We have rook d8 check, king 8 g7, bishop e5 check, f6, and bishop a1. So for the moment, the promotion square is covered by the white bishop, and now white should just move the king over, get the rook over. But the good thing for black is actually their light square bishop is the same color as the pawn right now, so they can actually add another defender with that bishop on c8. Bishop a1, king f7, h4. White just doing everything in their power that they can to stay alive, even though it's quite hopeless. g5, h takes, and in this position, white lost on time. Yes, you heard it correctly. White lost on time in this position, being down 2 pawns in the endgame. Rook and bishop versus rook and bishop. Very devastating loss for Mr. Shrilly, but Reginald is quite happy, I assume. I don't know. Okay. A lot of things we can learn in this game. Mostly on white's, for white's benefit, they can learn how to count pieces. Okay? So the first time when they can learn is here. So you need to have at least like one more defender than one more attacker than they have defenders, because you push before they take back. So you need to learn how to defend. And the second point came here. They just push the pawn, and they only have one defender. It's the knight on f3, and black has 2 attackers, and that's nothing. So, okay. So it's a very nice game. Thank you all for watching. If you did stay this far, I very much appreciate it. We're about 13 minutes in. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I appreciate you all. Again, I'm going to show you this thing one more time, just one more time in this video. There you go. Here's the watch time again. Again, almost 90% of my viewers are not subscribed, so please, if you enjoy, please consider subscribing. And also, if you do subscribe, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you do not miss when I drop a new video. You can be notified. And like this video, too, if you enjoyed it, share it. And yeah, you can subscribe here, click my face here, and YouTube suggests this video for my channel. With that being said, yeah, I have nothing else to say. I'm gonna stop yapping. Thank you all for watching. See you all in the next video. Check out the battles between Stockfish and Leela, part 1 and part 2. I'll put a link to those in the description, or you can just check them out on my channel. Maybe you can just check them out. Alright, I'm done yapping. See you all in the next video.